Recap: what happened in each round? Here is a recap of Mike Jones' analysis from each round. Round 1. This showdown is a 10-round affair. Jake Paul has never had a match last as long. He's promised to knock out Nate Diaz tonight, but that seems like a difficult task. Diaz is a southpaw which could play into Paul's favor. Paul dances around the ring and looks for a couple of jabs, but Diaz evades easily enough. A big left hook from Paul catches Diaz, and Paul presses the advantage. Paul gets him on the chin again, and Diaz is rocking. Paul lands a combo, but Diaz struggles to clinch. Diaz is unsteady, and it's not looking good for him already. What a start for Jake Paul. Paul pins him with another left hook. Diaz's hooks are wild, he doesn't look all that comfortable. Round 2, there is work being done on Diaz's right eye after that blast from Jake Paul. He hurt Diaz with that left hook and it took a while for Diaz to react. Diaz needs to clinch more and use his weight against Paul. Diaz works the inside and gets a couple of uppercuts on the chin. A jab to the head and right hand to the body brings Paul some joy. His right eye doesn't look good at all, but this is a better round from Diaz, who ends it with a nice left hook. Round 3, Diaz is just walking to get himself into range and Paul isn't responding to that. He lands a nice uppercut, but Diaz seems to have settled into this fight. A left hook lands from Paul, but Diaz responds in kind. The two boxers clash heads before Paul pins Diaz through the guard. Diaz has raised his arms in celebration after each round. If anything, he's enjoying himself out there. Round 4, Jake Paul starts the fourth with a little dance before coming straight in for the clinch. He gets a jab to land on Diaz's swelling eye. The jab is a vital tactic here. If Paul lands it more often, Diaz will start to get worried. Diaz comes forward with volume and piles some pressure on Paul with a few uppercuts and short hooks. Diaz clatters Paul on the chin with two left hooks. The punches aren't knockout blows, but it's encouraging for Diaz. He's taking that round. Round 5, can Diaz build on the last round? Paul starts off the fifth as the aggressor and does a good job of pinning Diaz with an uppercut. Diaz is trying to regain some stamina. He's backing off, but that allows Jake Paul an opening. He smokes Diaz with a left hook and knocks him down. Diaz is down with a minute to go in the round. Paul goes in for the kill as Diaz gets back on his feet. Diaz is rocked, but a right hand and the legs start to go again. Diaz gets a couple of counters to land and he tries to end the round on a high. Paul doesn't get the knockout, but he takes the round easily. Round 6, Paul almost skips back into the middle of the ring for round 6. He senses that the knockout is here. A 1-2 down the middle is good, but there's a flurry from Diaz in response. Some land, most don't.